Hello, it's Matt, and welcome to the next episode of this thing, talking about guitar stuff, making some jokes, wasting everyone's time. And I'm going to continue the theme from last time. And that was truss rods. So it might seem like I'm jumping the gun here talking about truss rods, seems like an advanced topic. It's really not. It's actually the first thing that you need to consider when you're doing a setup, or come to somebody like me, or do it yourself. The first thing that you have to do is adjust your neck. So this is important, and I'm going to spend a bit of time on it. Before I start the timer, I've got to explain. There's 4 major adjustments. The big 4. Anthrax. Anyway. So, 4 adjustments that you make when you do a setup. Apart from all the polishing and smoothing and cleaning and stuff that you do, you make these 4 adjustments, and they are the neck, how the neck is, how the bridge is, how high it is, how high the nut is, and some other stuff to do with the nut, and your intonation. So, 4 adjustments, but the first one you have to do, always have to do it in a particular order, is the truss rod. And the truss rod's one of those things that also is the thing that changes the most. So you might think it's a set and forget sort of thing, but unfortunately we live in the world, and your guitar was, for the most part, made out of a tree. So it's gonna change with the seasons. When it's really humid, especially in like Brisbane, when it's humid, it'll actually, because it's a tree, it wants to take on the moisture. It'll actually get slightly bigger, and your neck will change. And then in winter it'll shrink because it's really dry, and it changes. So you got to adjust that. And I'm going to do 3 minutes. Wait. On why you need to adjust it, not how to yet. Again. So let's consider how a string moves. Okay. So at your nut end and at your bridge end, the string's kind of fixed, so it doesn't actually move very much there. But when you pluck it, you'll see, and you can look, you can just do it yourself. Grab your instrument, give it a pluck. You'll see that the string actually moves quite a bit in the middle, and it doesn't move at the ends. So it's moving like this in an arc. And if you want your notes to actually work, you have to let that happen. So, and I'm not going to get into this argument about having a straight neck, okay? Lots of people... let's not go against 400 years of stringed instruments with this zero relief crap. Your strings do this. You've got to let that happen, okay? So, contrary to popular belief, you don't need a straight neck. You need a slightly curved neck. And I'm not talking it's moving as much as my hands. It's moving like tiny fractions. So you've got to let that occur. So your neck does have to actually bend. Because if it was perfectly straight, like this... What? Camera's not going to let me do this very easy. So, perfectly straight, and your string's going like this, it's going to hit it in the middle, right? If your neck is slightly bowed, it'll actually let the vibrations happen. If your neck's actually like this, that's really bad. But just have a bit of a think and have a bit of a look at your neck. Don't, oh God, every time I go into a shop, I see some idiot going, looking in the guitar like it's like they're shooting ducks or something. Don't do that. It's weird. Look, if there's problems with the frets or whatever, people like sighting the neck. You just look like a wanker. Anyway, but just have a look at your guitar. This isn't my guitar. This is James's guitar. Sorry, I'm using your guitar. Too bad. And you can tell where your neck's at. Okay, so don't worry about how it feels or your action. Action means a lot of things. Don't worry about that. Hold your string down at the first fret, and hold it down at the top fret or somewhere near the top. And your string will be straight because you're not vibrating it. String straight, like how builders use the string to measure stuff. Hold it there. In the middle, you should see a bit of a gap because your neck should be like this, right? So your string can do the thing. If there's no gap, then you have to adjust it. If there's a huge gap, then you need to adjust it. Those are the rules, okay? So just have a look. This time, just have a look at it. And then next time, I'll tell you how to fix it. Sound good? Sounds good.